Marcus. Hello. Bathrobe guy is back. Ooh, you can see my wonderful thing. Talk about it later. Who is everyone? How is everyone? Hello. I'm not amazing. I'm a bit under the weather. Work is hard these days. And I have a hard week in front of me. So I shouldn't have made a video today, but I didn't. The chat wasn't loading. Okay. That's okay. 30 people here. That's enough. That's all we need. Just a bit of fun. Still cold there. It's -3.5 in here. It's 18. I had the heater running for 1.5, almost 2 hours, and it went from 13 to 18. Made pink and green bathrobe. So the camouflage from the ID3. Yes. Hi, Darren. We're waiting for your stream in July, or your road trip. Not a stream. Will you be streaming too when you're on the road? That'll be interesting. I don't know if you hear the heater going. Hi, Mick. Thanks for the picture. I got a lot of people ask, how the hell in lockdown can you get to France? I didn't. Hi Chris, I want to know how to turn on off auto hold in ID3. There's either the favorite, so when you just scroll down your screen, there's a favorite there. If this is not there, then you have to go into vehicle again, and then it's under brake. I'll be streaming as well. Yes, that's cool. No, can't hear the heater. That's good, because I can hear it a lot. I'm screaming here. Almost. Yeah, cat is here. I want to see the cat cam. Cat is here and dog is here. Ooh, that's the heater. Where's dog? Where's... Ooh. Yeah, she's hiding. She's hiding, but cat is more important. Where's my mouse? There. That's way more important. So, there hasn't been too much news. A bit on the Ioniq 5, but not too much. And a bit on the ID3. Still a rumor that I want to talk about, but I will ask my Volkswagen contact this week if this is all true. Is my custom designer here? Cat cam, that's true. But let's go through some news first. First, the EQA will be announced or has its debut on January 20th. I like the auto hold button in Golf. I can turn it on and off. Well, now with new cars, it's all on the screen and it's all touchscreeny thing that doesn't exist anymore. That's how it is. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm not a fan of all the turn away with the buttons. I would still love the lane assist button. Just beep. Hey, Photostorm. Just a little lane assist off. And Mercedes-Benz EQ, can you use a 350 fast charger on the ID3? It should be the other way around. Can you use the ID3 on a 350 kilowatt fast charger? Of course, you can use any CCS car on a 350 kilowatt fast charger. The question is, will it be using the 350 kilowatt? And no, it does not. Yeah, the EQA, for me, it's just a Kona, similar size, but the difference to the Kona is that it's luckily built on a different platform, so it's not just a fossil changed over to electric, so that's good. What do you think about Hyundai new Ioniq brand? It's amazing, because Ioniq 5 looks really interesting. I'm still scared that it will be extremely big and I was hoping Ioniq 5 would be ID3 size, but I'm scared that it will be ID4 or even more. Question about sound quality in ID3 and 4, same sound system, does it sound any good? I love the sound in my ID3, but I love it a lot. I love the clarity and everything, I love the bass, it's very natural, but everybody has a different taste, like Marcus is saying it right now. I like it a lot in ID4. I didn't listen to music, but I'm guessing it's the same, exact same sound system. Just I was driving a Max, and the Max has speakers in the back too. My ID3 First Plus doesn't have speakers in the back, but I also don't need them. But I understand, like I say, in every time I'm talking about this, I understand people being mad at not having speakers in a 46,000 euro car. That's very weak. No, no, no. But we'll see what the EQA will bring. Next one, let's go through Ionity quickly. There's a new one, construction starting in Poland, and go load 3 days ago. In the Netherlands, another one, and in Lower Saxon. So the one in Wolfsburg is done, and another one in Sweden. Let's look at the map. Still the 3, Marcus, you said there should be 4 in Portugal. There's still only, or 6 are right now, and you said there should be 8. I'm still waiting here in France. Nothing. In Germany, nothing is going on with Ionity right now. There's still one missing here to go from here to Dresden that I need. Then a lot is missing here in East Germany and North. It's weird. And you can see where it ends. I think Sweden needs a few here. Yeah, Finland doesn't have a lot, but they're starting in Poland. That's nice. And then still here in Italy, there are a few missing. But let's go to Ioniq 5 news. First, there's a picture of the rims. And if you can't see, it says 255, 45, R20. So 20-inch wheels. I heard that a lot. So what they did with the Ioniq 5, I'm guessing, I don't know yet, but I'm guessing it's a very big car. But they designed it in a way with the lines and with the wheels, because we know it has 3 meter wheelbase of 3 meters. That's more than an ID4, but it doesn't look weird. So I'm guessing it's really a big car. I hope not, but I'm guessing. And they gave it a design, and the wheels, sorry cat wants out, that it doesn't look like a ginormous car, but I'm scared it will be. And there was a talk that the prices could be high in the beginning, because well, it was our next move on the last news, that because Ioniq 5 is coming out almost at the same time as the new Kona facelift, and the Kona is still the same old design for 45,000 euros. And if the Ioniq 5 has so much more to offer, more range with a big battery, or okay range with a small battery, 800 volt system battery, and extremely fast charging, they say up to 230 kilowatt. We haven't seen that yet, if this is true. And from the ground up, an electric car, not fossil changed into electric. People are scared that it will be above 50,000 euros for a base model. So we'll see. Then this was in a video once, where you can see the outlet, and what they were interested in is that you can move the back seats. But I don't know if this is taken from an Ioniq 5. Maybe this was from the concept car, so we don't know if this is true. But then the normal outlet, because the Ioniq 5 will support what is it, V2L, so charging or using electricity from the car with 3.5 kilowatts. So you can use a heater or whatever that. Ooh, this should be the Ioniq 5. No. Okay, I don't know. Then it will have a retractable. That's what people have seen. door handles that move out, and people are already freaking out that it's gonna freeze, and that what I said in my video, people are also freaking out that there's cooling oil in the heat in the motor to get the heat out of the motor, and then the people are talking maybe we need an oil change in the future for an electric car. Yeah, and then there's the Korean car blog is always posting a lot of stuff about the Ioniq 5, and they saw it charging with 135 kilowatt. And what was interesting when we zoom in is that it's at 55%. It charged 38 kilowatt hours in 24 minutes. Let's see that, what that is. 38.247 divided by 24 times 60, that's an average speed of 95.6 kilowatt hours. And it's at 719 volts and charges with 135 kilowatt at 55%. It's not that amazing. It's good, but it's not as good as I would have hoped. We thought maybe 230 in the beginning, and then it slowly goes down, so it should be more than 135 kilowatt at 55%. There are those pictures that I got the press release. I get Hyundai press documents, emails all the time. Yeah, and the virtual world premiere will be in February. We'll see when it will be. I will be there. I hope it's on a normal time. And then we make a live stream and we watch it all together and see what's amazing. If it's on a weird time, then we watch it a day later or something. Yes, yeah, the group is already, the Ioniq 5 group that I'm in is already above 1,000 people. It is an interesting car. It has a lot of specs that are interesting. We'll see if they can deliver, and it is the way that we think it is. I mean, it's like here, it has more wheelbase than an Audi e-tron by 7 centimeters. Yeah, and then what you want for the car and whatever. Yeah, there's an old picture in there too. Sorry. Yeah, what else do we have? Yeah, they're talking about the light. This is a very special light. And the people in Austria who had a pre-booking, 150 cars for Austria, they got the email that the first edition, that the car that they pre-booked, in February there will be the announcement, and a bit later it will be here in Germany too, a pre-booking for the first edition. And then the first edition, what Austria were told was it will be the full spec and the big battery and all-wheel drive. So we'll see. It will be very interesting. I'm looking forward to that. And in Germany, I want to see, maybe I pre-ordered it just for fun, to get a bit in there and have information, because I contacted Hyundai about Ioniq 5 and they just said that they got my info, but that they got my my email or whatever, and that's it. So nothing special happened. I read your stuff. Sound system is not really that good, even in the Max. I think it's very amazing. I'm sorry. I love it a lot. Where are we? How can I stop my ID3 starting music from my phone automatically with Bluetooth? It starts every time I enter or change the volume. When you change the volume? That's weird. Well, if you play, yeah, because, yeah, I understand. If you have it on media and you have it on pause and then you change the volume, why would you change the volume? But I understand, with the automatically starting with Bluetooth music, that's really annoying. That's true. You can't stop it. I tried it too. What's annoying especially is I listen to something on my phone with Bluetooth with a different device, and in the morning when I go into the car, then it continues with that. That's really annoying. How are your self-moving seats, Marcus? That's true. How are they? Is it worth adding the heat pump in the UK? I can see how it can be worth it with the midwinters we get here. It's never worth it, the money. Never. The heat pump is a luxury item if you need more range. And right now it's designed or programmed in a way, we don't know yet if it's a software thing or how the heat pump is, that it doesn't save too much. But it's never worth the money. It's all about if you want the comfort to have more range in the winter. That's what it is. My car was not cheap. No. Hi Darren, the director of photography. That's true. Darren is amazing with it. You should check out Darren's so the Life of Battery channel and subscribe, please. All 99 people that are here right now, a few already did, because he made an amazing trailer for his road trip that he wants to do in June, or was it July, across Europe. You have to do that. Get your camera ready. That's true. How fast can we go in eco mode on the highway with ID3? Sometimes it's 130 and sometimes it doesn't matter. It's really weird, but usually in eco mode it should be 130 kilometers an hour. mach-e network will be added to WeCharge this month, so all chargers in Portugal will work with WeCharge. That's great. Those wheels look hard to clean. That's true. There's a mini version of the Ioniq 5. What do you mean? So there will be a smaller version, Ioniq 3? Yeah, the car was expensive, but this is the cheap one. Hi. The new facelift isn't even a facelift, if you know what I mean, because the new Kona V doesn't have a grille. Yeah, it's only a bit outside, and inside it's a screen and a few minor details. I'm in contact with Hyundai to get a new Kona facelift somewhere in the beginning of this year, I hope. What is the range of the ID3 in eco mode? Thanks. Well, it's the same range as the WLTP, and you can see my video, what I did in the summer at 90 kilometers an hour, which simulates WLTP range. It was 450 kilometers, if I remember right. At 130, it was 290 or 280 something kilometers. In the winter, it's a complete different thing. In winter, I had almost 300 kilometers at 90, but it wasn't that cold and it was sunny. But I had the heat running the whole time, and at 130 at night I got 200 kilometers. Clever car, your ID3. Door handle looks complicated. Yeah, that's always. There is an oil filter on my motor, no mention of a serval interval though. Looks so different from the current Ioniq. Well, yeah, it's not the Ioniq. Ioniq is the sub-brand of Hyundai now. Fast charging is overrated. My dog need more time on the longer trips. For you maybe, but for me not. Fast charging is underrated. It should be 350 kilowatt from 5 to 50%. That would be the stuff. Don't just pre-order, also buy. No, I can't buy because I have my ID3 for 3 years. I have a new camera, DJI Pocket 2. Cool. Cora will show me how to use it. That's great. What gear are you using to record your videos? A lot, and today I almost made a video of all the gear I'm using and explaining it, but then I was just too lazy today. I'm a bit winter depressed and maybe also work depressed. The last few weeks, so from October to December, work was annoying. It was extremely busy and wasn't a lot of fun. It was just stress, and then since then it's again stress because we're moving the warehouse where I work. So I work in the warehouse, it's my warehouse, and the whole moving is my responsibility. So there's a lot going on in my head all the time that it works, and it's going on this week, and I don't sleep that well, and yeah, I just noticed. And then my wife's dad died on Christmas, so that wasn't nice at all. So it all, yeah, and he was sick for a long time since July. Was not a good time, and yeah, I just noticed, and that's why today I was like, yeah, I should make a video, and nah, I didn't. But I will make a video at some point with all the equipment and explain everything. What's the story about the low heating efficiency of IDC heat pump comparing to e-tron M3 and e-Niro? I have no idea. I don't have a heat pump. And I don't know if this is really true, that it's only efficient at minus 30 degrees. That would be stupid, because all over Europe make it the best efficiency should be at around -5, in my opinion. But maybe it's because of what they're using and it comes just physically. I have no idea. Physical, you know what I mean. I'm absolutely predestined for showing you how a camera works. How much it costs an ID4 in Germany? It starts at 42, I think. It goes up to almost 60 for the max with all the spec. Nobody knows yet, I guess, yeah. Which MSP do you use for Ionity? What's MSP? I used my WeCharge card because I have 2000 kilowatt hours free in the first year and I'm almost done. I think I have 180 something euros left. What was that? I set it to my Patreon, 600 or something. We can't calculate. What's 180 times? Nah. 30, that's wrong. 180 divided by 0. 600 kilowatt hours left of this. Thanks, I won't be adding the heat pump as I don't need extra range for normal journeys. Yeah, I don't get it. It also, the heat pump is loud and it's vibrating. I didn't like that. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, it was not nice. For some reason, the heat pump seems to work much better in the Model 3, and the ID3 really doesn't seem worth it. I don't know if it's just wrong planning. I have no idea. Or it's just not a good model, what they're using for the heat pump. I have no idea. What do you think about electric pickup trucks like the Rivian brand? Thanks. Well, I'm not interested in pickup trucks, the same as I'm not interested in SUVs. So I'm the wrong person to ask. But I can understand that in the States or in Canada they want a pickup truck, but they also I don't think that a lot of people that like pickup trucks also want to go electric. It seems the other way. We'll see. But the Rivian truck seems very interesting. And it's nice that it's a new company. I have not activated my Wii card yet. Still have 2000 kilowatt hours. You're crazy. Heat pump best at 7 degrees. Okay. We've had almost a month with -5 being the highest temperature, for about a week around -20. So a working heat pump would be great. Chris, what do you think about option to see a battery temperature in the screen? Would be amazing, and I asked Volkswagen and it's not gonna happen. Because I asked them with the nerd screen that I wanted, like what is heat taking, what is the cooling of the battery, cooling of the heating of the battery, taking energy, and all of this, like the Ioniq or the Kona has, and then battery temperature, I don't know, so the nerd view. And all what they told me is it's a great idea. The thing is, how many % of people are interested in that, and how much does it cost to implement that in the software that it works? And they think it's not worth it. It costs too much for just a low number of people who are interested in that, and I understand. And so for us, we need apps, an OBD dongle with the phone, like OBD 11 or EV Notify that I'm just try, because he tweeted me on Twitter with a few messages around, and then I saw that he's trying to implement the ID3, and so far only the state of charge works, but it's over time. At some point there will be a battery temp in there, and that's just interesting. But Volkswagen would not do that. The same as Tesla doesn't have that in there. Hi, I just bought ID3 Plus. Thanks for informative videos. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have fun with it and no problems. Which is unlikely. It's mean, but it's very unlikely that you won't have any problems. Heat pump just adds extra weight. I don't know if it's that heavy. Is it really that heavy? Will you buy an ID4 in the future? No, because I'm not interested in SUVs. Also, the ID4 has higher consumption, just how it's built. It gives you more space that I don't need. ID3 has enough space that I need, more than enough space. And ID3 drives better, in my opinion. The ID4 is, like I said, SUV is more built to feel like an SUV. It's not like the e-tron swimming around, but it's not, feels not as nice driving as the ID3. My ID3 is way more agile, and a big part of it is already the battery. Even the ID.3 Pro S with the 77 kilowatt hour battery, and I have a 58, feels less sporty, less agile. You feel that you have to brake more to get into the corners. The regen feels less because the car is heavier. And nah, I prefer mine. Marcos, you don't need it so far, keep it in the summer. Kona for the win! Heat pump works very well at 10 degrees. That's good. Any plans to test Skoda Enyaq? And another question, do dealers in Germany ask you if you are going or you're gonna record a video about a car you are taking for a test drive? I do not get cars from dealers anymore because I did that in the very beginning, and because otherwise I couldn't get any cars. The problem with dealers is they are leasing test cars themselves, and they don't want you to drive a lot. So you can drive 300-400 kilometers or so, and that's not a test. I need to drive it empty. I usually, when I get a press car from the manufacturer, I drive around 2,000 kilometers, and I need that. I go to work with it, not because I need to, just to get a feel. How's the preheating? How's the charging overnight? Then I want to drive it empty. I want to do a full power drive and all of this. So dealers don't work for me anymore. It's not like in Norway with Björn, where dealers give him the cars and say drive all you want. What I experienced with a few cars that I have is that when I asked for 600 kilometers, it was, oh, I don't know, we'll think about it. It was not easy. And about the Skoda Enyaq, I contacted Skoda, and they said, we have you on our list, we'll contact you. That means, I don't know, I will be in the back. There will be other YouTubers and other journalists who will get the car first. Even though a very nice person at Volkswagen who knew people at Skoda contacted them as well and said, hey, take this guy, he will do a good job for the car. We'll see. Will we ever see charging power in kilowatt on our screens? That is a good question. I started a poll on the Facebook group, so the First Movers Club Facebook group, because I wanted to ask them. Ooh, they pinned my my video. That's nice. Because I asked them to on the First Movers Club. So where is my poll? Yeah, how do they find it? I put it under tutorial? No. Under what did I put it? I can't remember. I have to search. Yeah, I put in a poll. Do you need kilowatt as a charging speed, or are you okay with the kilometers per minute or kilometers per hour? Because I was really interested if people are interested in, because when I was in Wolfsburg for the ID.4 media drive, we talked to Thomas Ulbrich, one of the board members from Volkswagen, and he said they're not going to implement kilowatt for charging speed because the people who will be driving the ID.3 are mostly people that never used an electric car before, and they can understand that more when it says 4 kilometers per minute than kilowatt. And we tried to explain to him, but the charger says kilowatt, you advertise 100 kilowatts of charging, why not both? And but he sounded like they're not gonna do that, and so I wanted to make a little thing about that. So I had the poll, but I can't find it now. That's great though. That there's still people at the. I made the video a few last week, or it came out, I don't know, last week. That a few beginners question why the car doesn't have 420 kilometers of range when it's at 100% like it's advertised, and I explained in the video and other questions. And I see people still posting the question, getting the car and not having 420 kilometers, and then members of the First Movers Club are posting my video underneath. That's awesome. That's what I wanted. Where's my poll? God damn it, you can't find. That's why Facebook just sucks. Where was that? It was me. I post a lot there, but I don't even know when I posted that. I can't find it, as usual. But there were 30 people who said they still wanted the kilometers per minute. Can you believe that? But over 300 people wanted kilowatt. I can't find it. No, I can't find it. I'm sorry. That's how it is. So, yeah. Where we? I'm afraid the Volkswagen won't add any new features to the screen that is not mentioned in the manual. Well, I'm pretty sure they will do that because, believe it or not, I got the 0783 update. When was that? Beginning of December? No, it was after I was at ID4 Drive, so the end of December. I think the 20th. 20th or 21st, doesn't matter. And I was at the dealer last week because my odometer didn't work and they fixed it. And then he gave me a new manual for the car because he said that's with the new software version. I didn't look at it, it's just laying somewhere. I didn't look at the original manual, by the way. I just want to see kilowatt charging speed in screen. 4 kilometers is terrible. I do not see how this is easy. Me neither, especially since 4 kilometers per minute is not very accurate. It could be 38 or 44 kilowatt, we don't know. Loud, vibrant, extra weight, only good, definitely not for me. On the downside, the Kona doesn't like going uphill in the snow. Really? But it's front wheel drive, it should be okay. My problem with the Kona is that it can't put the power down with winter tires or even with summer tires when the road is not perfect and it's a tiny bit wet. That just has to be damp. When in ID3, when it's really wet, the wheels spin too, but it feels and the torque steer in the Kona is duck. I will never get front wheel drive again. It's all wheel drive or rear wheel drive. It's just amazing. Any thoughts on the new UK EV brand Arrival? They make vans and buses in micro factories. I've never heard of that. So no idea. Good luck, Chris. Friends. Dad died recently as well. I hope you guys are relaxed recovery. Thank you. What is best EV car for you? Well, for me it was the ID3 right now. If I could improve it, I would want the software, of course, to change, and I would want it in all-wheel drive. But it's never gonna happen. That's why I like a car with all-wheel drive. That's true. Yes, I agree, Mark. I don't understand the purpose of kilometers per minute on screen. Snow, no problem. Hello, fellow from UK, getting my ID3 in May. That's long. That's in 4 months. Why so long? Sorry to hear about your loss. Happened to me. Not a nice thing. No, it's not a nice thing. Well, there are quite a few corners around here. Snow isn't the problem. Going uphill isn't the problem. But going up a steep hill in the snow might be. It's for the drivers I know. There's no issues yet. That's great. Evening all. Sorry I'm late. Hi Marty. Maybe you're a much better driver. Where was I? Oh god, you're way too fast. Oh god, you're way too fast. Based on general impressions of common people in the forums, the current ID3 EV information views are not enough. People are confused with high general consumption figures. Okay. Some semi-nerd view is definitely needed. I would love it. Thanks for the video about i3. I have just ordered mine in dark gray. I will have it in April this year. Cool. Loved your video. Very professional. Yeah, Darren is awesome. So everyone who has an i3, I don't see anyone talking about this. You just always hear the electric cars are more reliable. However, do you need to take the car in for 10K or 20K services as well? The ID3 wasn't very reliable so far because the software just sucked. And hopefully when we all get the 2.1, so the real starting software that the car should have, we all hope that it's more reliable and it works. We just got used to it, but it shouldn't have never happened. But it would also been boring. So for me that was better. The ID3 has a 2-year service interval, and I know that the first one has no kilometer limit. So you can drive 200,000 kilometers in the first 2 years if you want to. Can you vote yes in the poll for me? No first mover access. I can't find it, I'm sorry. Yes, your video is really impressive, enjoyed it a lot. Heading into work now, we'll listen in the car too. Cool, Marty. Nobody understand 4 kilometers per minute, new or old EV drivers. Well, you can understand it. The thing is, it's not very accurate, and it would be nice to have kilowatt also in the car, so you know if it's throttling, if there's something with the charger, or if the battery is cold, you should do something else. Well, hello, I'm new here. I'm considering an ID3. Do you think you could fit a couple of mountain bikes in the back without taking the wheels off? I think the lengthwise, there's a video from Björn Nieland about the length. He measured it. This could work for the length. I don't know if it works for the height, but the trunk is pretty straight down. I couldn't tell you. Did anyone ever put a bike in the ID3? I know that it's a lot of space in there. But also when you fold the rear seats, it's not flat. I would never put a bike in there anyways. I would be too scared to have oil or grease somewhere right now, even though my car is totally dirty. But they cleaned it at the dealer last time when I, outside in, inside, even the pedals. I mean, in the winter you have ice and salt on your shoes, then you get in, press the brake pedal, and then the brake pedal, the play pause pedals, both are dirty, and they cleaned all of this at the dealer when they did my odometer. Oh, I'm liking you Hefner Road. Thank you. I need that in here. It's 19.4. Outside it's 3.3. Turn off the heater. I think it's fine now. Where were we? Have a safe drive, Marty. Yes, true. Stubborn designers here. Not showing kilowatt means we do not know if it's Colgating. That's true also. Yeah, Chris, this is just dumb. Cause yeah, it's great for new people maybe, but it doesn't give you anything which you want to know. They can keep both. Yeah, it's true. What cars did you owe before ID3? Would you go back to a petrol car? No. When my ID3, I owned when I was 18, I didn't own a car. I drove a Corsa. Opel Corsa, and a few versions. My parents just liked the Opel Corsa to have as a second car, and I always had the car. Then when I got my own car, it was first a Fiat Punto, 1.2 liters or so, 60 horsepower. It was horrible. Everything was broken in the car. Every time it was leaking oil, cooling fluid. It was horrible. It was a horrible car. We hated it, but it drove us to work and home, and then I got a Hyundai Matrix, which was not the right car for us because it was more for family, but it was cheap, had low mileage, and we drove it as long as we could, and it broke 2 weeks before I got the ID3, so in the beginning of September, and I could never go back to petrol. I'm driving electric now since September 11th, so a bit over 4 months, 4 months in a week, and I just couldn't go back. When ID3 was in the shop waiting for a part for the control unit for 2 weeks, I drove a Skoda something with F, not Fabia. I don't know, but it was horrible, especially in the winter when you cannot preheat a car. It's just, I'm sorry, it's an amazing luxury to go to work in the morning and the car is already warm. That's very, very nice. And then these days, I never thought I would be interested in the heated steering wheel, but it's really amazing. I put it only on 1, not on 3, but I use that. I have the seat heat on, not the heat seater that I said in my beginner's guide video. By the way, you Patreons, no one of you noticed that. They told me that in the video then, that I said heat seater. I do that a lot, by the way. Weird things going on in this head. And so, yes, I could never go back. It's just amazing. I love how it drives, how it feels, the quietness, the comfortableness, the steering wheel feel. I always say the same thing, but that's why I love my ID3. Is there a braking period is there a braking period in an electric car? You mean braking in? No. There's none. Yes, electric motors should also be warmed up a bit, but whatever, but nah. Nah, not doing that. It's fine. The 30 people are Volkswagen employees. 30 people here? Oh, wait, the 30 people that said, no, some people really said they're okay with that. No one in their right mind would go back to petrol car. I'm driven electric, I'm sold on EV, thought I don't own one yet. I understand, but Yawn Chill says, yeah, then go away. I'm so mean. But I understand people who say I have to do very long trips a lot. So if I would have to go 1,000 kilometers every month, going electric could get annoying in the winter. For example, if you have to charge. I mean, going to Wolfsburg, it took me 7 hours, a bit over 7 hours, and charging was a long time. You can see the video where I put down how long I had to charge, and you have to rely that the charger is working, and I was glad that the charger worked, the Ionity chargers. That's why I charged on Ionity, because there are more. If one is not working, I go to the next. But also I charged 350 kilowatt hours on this trip for 1,250 kilometers. That is 105 euros if I would have to pay for it. I still had my free period in the ID3 with Ionity, but 105 euros. If I would have gone with I was driving 130, 140, and I had the heat on. If I would driven my old gasoline car, I mean, it would have been horrible to drive that long, but I would say it would take around 8.5 liters per 100 kilometers, and that means 106 liters, and right now the price is 140, something like this. It would have been 148 euros, so 50% more. 50% more, but the car costs just way more than what I had before. So I understand when some people don't want to go electric, but I couldn't do it. Isn't latest manual visible in the infotainment system? Yeah, they told me that, and I tried to get it, and I even got the message, your manual is now been downloaded, but I can't see it. I don't know, maybe I'm doing something wrong, but I'm also not spending too much time on it. I had a Ford Fiesta 1.4, sold it already, planning to buy an ID3 soon. That's cool. Jill, what did I miss? Nothing. Have you a note? I have seen 4 kilometers, 5.6, and every time it was full 50 kilowatt. Yeah, that's weird then. Custom designer Jill, you need a new paint color to improve your ID3. Who does it? I'm okay with my white. Jill, fashionable late again. No, he loves his Walter White. That's true. I do love it in white. I love that it's when it's nice out, so when it's bright out, that the white looks clean and the black looks dirty, and at dark it's the opposite. I love that. Carol, seems Darren wanted me to wear a dirndl. Oh my god. Happy New Year. That's true. I didn't say that last week. I'm sorry. I totally forgot. For me, I'm sorry if I'm a bit weird. I couldn't care less that it's a new year. I never was interested in New Year. For me, New Year's Eve is always trouble, because with the stupid shooting, Cat and the 2 dogs are freaking out, and this days before, so I'm never happy about New Year. It's because electric Kona is closer to 50-50 weight distribution. Ice Kona is front heavy, so it has better traction for front-wheel drive. Oh, Chris, guess what happened to us this weekend? Hint, best thing come twice. Oh, you saw an ID3? Was it that? Jill? I don't know. Surely Ioniq 5 has to be priced under the ID4. If not, lots would choose the VW brand over Hyundai. That's true, but again, the Kona is in the same market from the same manufacturer. So I think they will go with the big battery, full spec for more money. And then later, when the Kona is being phased out, then they drop the price and sell the small battery and everything. I have a Max. Sometimes the seat belt tightens as if there is an obstacle, but there is not. Is this a known problem? Greetings from Netherlands. No, I never heard of that. I never had that before. I know from Marcus that he said that it happens that the seat, so the where your back is on, is moving by itself sometimes. But the seat belt, I haven't heard that. Well, I've seen Ice Konas having problems as well. Okay. Model 3 has no service interval at all. It's true. That doesn't sound good. I'm sorry, Darren. There should be a service interval. I'm sorry. If you say our car will never fail, I don't know. Do you think Tesla Model 3 and Y will be cheaper in Europe once they start making them in Berlin? I have no idea. I don't pay that much attention to that. I thought they only built the Model Y in Berlin. Do you like Tesla brand? If yes, are you ready to work for them to their brand? I don't know what that means. I have nothing against Tesla. I don't like the decisions that Tesla makes. I like the cars. So every Tesla is an amazing car. I don't like the company. I don't like the decisions they make when it comes to repairs, when it comes to how they do stuff with press and everything. I'm not the biggest fan of that. I'm also not the biggest fan of Elon Musk. I don't like the whole fan, the Tesla fanboy thing. That's the same with Apple. That's why I have a problem with Apple. It feels like they think there's something better and special, and I don't see it that way. And then, I don't know, I get turned off by the brand because of the fans. So again, the cars are amazing and they make great products. Model 3 is the best EV out there. Plain and simple. I didn't buy it because I wanted a different drive. And it was old news back then. ID3 was had more problems and more fun, that's why. For sure, more than one. If two cars forced to drive through a flood, an EV and an ICE car, which one would get stranded first? I have no idea. It depends where how high the water is, I guess, and what car it is. You should pronounce Björn's last name like Nyland, not Nyland. He even says that. I thought he said that. I mean, in German I would say it's Nyland, but I don't know if he says it that way. I picked up my ID3 Family Edition this week. Thank you for your videos, which helped me a lot. That's good, thank you. Always nice to hear that when I help someone. Yes, for you both. A folding bike fits in the boot. I did a video. See, watch Marcus' video. Go to Marcus' EV journey. He will show you all the stuff. Where are we? God, we're writing way too fast. I can't get after this. Oh my God. Where was Marcus with his thing? Ah, there it is. Oh, fits in ID4 without taking front wheel off. On a scale of 1 to 10, how do you rate Darren's video? I'd say 10,000. I would say 10. It's amazing. Yeah, I'm not saying anything. I'm not like Inigo. Make me change my video. Never listen to that again. See, then I didn't post the other video because I didn't want his complaints. Hi, I have a slight issue. I'm trying to switch to a BAV or EV for my car. Already have an electric motorcycle, love it, but I want to have all electric fleet. What's the issue? Just do it. Anyone know if an EV being stolen? I'm sure. Hi Chris, Happy New Year. I loved ID3 so far, but last Friday my 12-volt battery died and now I cannot use remote locking, only physical key works, so no loving 100%, only 99. Yeah, if the key doesn't work anymore, you have to go to the dealer. They have to synchronize the thing first. You can't do it yourself. I had that too with the key that I never use. Ooh, you own a Matrix? So surprised. Yes. I'm on a tight budget though and I need 100 miles of range. I looked at the Chevy Bolt and battery swapping a Leaf, but what do you think? I wouldn't do the battery swapping. If you're on a tight budget, I would wait because the price will go down and then there will be very small EVs with not a lot of range, also cheap. The price per kilowatt hours for battery is going down and down. I would wait a bit. For Sono Motors, and I'm sure there will be a smaller one. Yeah, I'm sure you can hear it. I heard of a Tesla being stolen, recover quickly fast. Was it maybe a Skoda Felicia? No, it was something else. I can't remember. Yes, I guess they will be tracking in Tesla. Chris, hurry up. You are 10 minutes late. I know, you write so much. I shut my seat heater off after 200 kilometers drive, then it gets too hot for me. In the ID3 it shuts off itself, it keeps it on a temperature. That's why most of the times I have it on 2, but the whole time. What does everyone think of Renault 5? Like. Yeah, Jill likes the Renault 5, the new prototype they've showed. It looks interesting. We'll see what car they will develop out of it. You said it's a lease car. Are you allowed to buy the car at the end of the lease or prolong the lease period? I don't think I can buy the car. Maybe I can prolong the lease, but I don't want to do it. In 3 years I want, or in 2.5 now, I want a different EV, because in 2.5 years there will be better EVs out there, I'm sure. I do not like the future R5. Okay, biggest trip to a new electric car owner. What's the question? Biggest tip to a new electric car owner. Inform yourself before. Watch videos of many different channels, not just mine, not just Björn. Watch many channels. Some will be in detail of stuff that you're interested in, some in something different. Maybe you need this info and this info. Test drive it before, stuff like this. Long trips are fine in the NEV, just need to be a Tesla for better or worse. What's your favorite vegan ice cream, Chris? It's Alpro. It was yummy. From those 3, we already ate 3. 5, we ate 3. It's interesting, most EVs coming out basically have 4G LTE in them, easy to track, hard to steal. At the end of my trip I will have a drive to Cottbus to Dunkirk in a day. Cool. How much does having more than one person in the car impact the range of an EV? I don't think a lot, because weight in an EV is not that big of a problem, unless you have to accelerate a lot. So if you have to accelerate to your speed and then mostly drive in that area, the region should get a lot of this lost energy from accelerating back. And if you accelerate and then drive constantly, then it has almost no impact at all. Is your WeConnect ID app working? Yes, it is. I can show you now. An email from no, we changed that. Go away. Yes, it is. Come on, focus. You can do it. There we go. Almost 211 kilometers at 81%. And the preheating works, but not all the time. Sometimes, for some reason, it says here 23 degrees, that's what I want to heat it. And sometimes it says minimum here, and then I cannot preheat or do anything with the car. It's weird. It just happens throughout the day. I don't know if it's the car, if it's the network. I have no idea. Hello from Toronto. Hello from Passau. Plug-in shot is going to make stealing a car even harder. What is your average consumption for 1,000 kilometers? Well, I would say above 20 right now in the winter. And even in summer, I was driving a bit more sporty. I'm not a slow, safe driver. I just don't do that. It feels horrible. Is Android Auto available in ID3? Yes, with ME 2.0, which is 0783 version of the ID3 software. That you have Android Auto wireless with Android 11, and you have Apple CarPlay wireless also. Great channel, thank you. Have you seen the news that the ID3, oh god, you're way too fast, you guys, will charge at 170 km, but we have to pay an extra service charge? Is this true or fake news? I don't know yet. I will talk to Volkswagen this week if they can tell me what's going on. How is the issue with the 12-volt battery? It's gone with the new software because it's still draining, but I haven't made a video. Watched a few videos before. Was it 3 videos before? It says is the 12-volt battery drain solved. Watch that, then you know. Not sure you can compare ID3 with Tesla. One is a family hatchback, the other large family saloon. The Model 3 is not as big as you think. I made a video with Darren, and the ID3 is taller, and Model 3 is a bit longer, but that's it. People wouldn't usually compare Golf with BMW series. Yeah, it's not that big as you think. Should I buy i3 or ID3? ID3. i3 is an okay car, but it's just outdated, I think. Can't hear a thing now. My computer does that sometimes. I'm so sorry. After party on your channel, live stream after? Yeah, of course. Any discussion with Volkswagen about improving consumption? Tesla got after software updates. Any wood for us, please? I have no idea. I don't think so. I like your stream. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Great things come twice, aka my GF got COVID for second time. No! We'll get tested in coming days again. Oh, I'm so sorry, Jill. That sucks. Yeah, then there's the goes the thing, huh? Where do you live in Germany? I'm from Delft, the Netherlands. I'm in Passau. That's on the border to Austria, in the east south corner. He's from Passau. Thank you. He's caught it yet again. Oh my God. Neil, problem is that Tesla is essentially setting the benchmark of what AV does, so it's hard to avoid comparisons. To say that to being a fan of Tesla at all. Electric cars, whatever make. UK techies here. I have to ban you, huh? It's been freed. I feel conflicted about Tesla because Musk is a weird guy, but the auto industry wouldn't be making the progress today without Tesla. That's totally true. He made great things. I'm not saying that they're not doing great things, but I don't have to like him. Are you using Apple CarPlay, Android Auto for navigation, or ID3 one is fine for you? I use Android Auto a lot for music and for map. The only thing I don't like with Android Auto, it shows me in the instrument cluster the navigation. It works as with the normal navigation, but Android Auto doesn't show when is the next time you have to do something. And how long is your trip? It just shows one number. That it doesn't say for the next 50 kilometers you don't have anything to do. It just says you have to go right, and then underneath it says in 12 kilometers you have to go right. And I prefer, when it comes to this, I prefer the normal navigation. But of course, Google Maps is a bit better for navigation. There was instruction video years ago where Björn said his name. Whose name? So Chris, if you don't like Tesla, what do you think about the new big player NIO? Well, NIO is I emailed them, by the way, because I said I want to drive the EP6 or whatever they have right now, and the ET7 sounds interesting, but again, this is playing numbers. The 1,000 kilometers range that they say is not WLTP. It will be most likely 700 or something. But 150 kilowatt hour battery, still, can you charge it? Would you want to charge it? Do you want to drive around with that weight? How will the car feel with a 150 kilowatt hour battery? That's heavy. It's a lot of things. No red cards, please. No, your video's introduction was too long. Inigo is already complaining. Even if I don't write. Chris complaining about Inigo, what he's not here. Lame. No way he's here. Any noticeable battery degradation in ID3 so far? Well, I had a battery degradation, but also I didn't charge at the same temperature. So I want to charge at the same temperature that I charged when I did the charging video in September, and then we'll see. So I will charge again from, I don't know what it was, 2 to 10 to 2 to 100% with a warm battery, with a warm environment, and then I can say, okay, this is my degradation. Waste potato for me to IC competitor in Europe. Okay, chill, I'm always here even if I don't write. Hi Inigo. God, you guys are way too fast. I heard the 2023 EVs will be as cheap as ICE cars. Is this the same in Germany? No idea. Is the famous director Hans Hansen around? He broke Chris' ego. Not driving much again now. Was stuck behind a 2015 Leaf doing 70. Had smoke it too slow. Yeah, I passed an i3 once, even though he has the same or even more power and accelerates faster, but he was driving 90 or something. I was like, nah, I'm not driving 90 on a country road, in the city, I mean. We need to know what Skoda did you drive. What Skoda starts with F and not Fabia and Felicia? Maybe it wasn't F. I don't know. I made a picture on Patreon. Can the Patreons look? I made a picture of the car. I took a picture, not made. God damn it. I can't even talk. Let's look where it is. Create login. Log into Patreon. Posts. Come on. Published. Takes years here. When was it? Was in December, right? Smarty, that's the ID4. That was the 1,000 people behind. What is first? Fully charged charging. Where is it? He is back. Easy clue. There it is. Phew. I found it. Come on. Oh God. Oh no, it was a K. It was comic. It was this one. Where am I? It was this one. This one I had. Sorry. I didn't ask for product placement. This stream is sponsored by Allpro, but taste. Planning a road trip from Norway to UK. Have manga on recharge card. Is it any other card I should get? Does anyone have a tip? Yeah, get ENBW if you can in Germany. But you're not going to Germany if you go from Norway to UK, huh? Yeah, you have to more ask UK. In Norway, manga, I don't know if this is so good for everywhere. You have to look. Before leasing IDT, do you think about other options? Did you consider any plug-in hybrid? No, I hate hybrids. If I go electric, then electric. Nothing else. No way. Did you think about other options? Of course, I thought about other options. I thought about the Kona. I thought about Tesla Model 3 Standard Range Plus. But I just did that. The shift. That's true. People are stealing Teslas cables in the winter due to an ice issue. Okay, it's possible to listening to music while charging in the ID3. Of course it is. You can use the heat and everything. You charge the car, and you can either press the brake pedal and ignition is on, or press the start engine button on the side, and then everything is on. You can use it as always. And if you want to continue with that without being in the car, you have to get out of the car. Everything shuts off because when you're out of the seat, ignition is off, and that's annoying. But again, you can press the start engine button, and you have to leave the key inside. Otherwise, it will complain that the key is not in there, but the ignition is on, and then music and heat will continue. But if you're going away, no one is in the car, but you want the heat to be going on, there's a button in the screen, a little heating button left bottom. It will continue with heat without having to have the thing on. Was Chris reversing? Was I reversing? Only 34 likes. That's okay. It's 51 likes now. Hi Chris, first time post on Better Life. I'm from Rutland in England. Love your blogs. Help me in choice of EV ID3 October. Fortunately, not had many problems. You're lucky. Hi Ian. Thank you for watching. That's nice. I love Musk. That's good. I have the ME 2.0 software, and wireless Android Auto is working with my phone, which is only Android 10, so it doesn't need Android 11. I looked it up, and it says that Android 10 does not support wireless Android Auto. That's when I googled wireless Android Auto, and the first thing that came up, you need Android 11 for that. Just repeating what it says, and it doesn't work with mine. Chris, maybe the patrons could help you by answering all the questions no one are asking here. At least you won't be 10 minutes late. Yes, that's true. That is totally true. ID3 has a bigger interior than Model 3. Also, the IQ lights, ACC plus front assistant. The insulation are much better on ID3 and no door gaps. Well, the door gaps are okay. Yes, there's pro and cons to both. If you want to drive very far and as fast as possible, have a lot of power, and you want amazing gimmicks in the software, Model 3 is your thing. If you want it more comfortable, and it doesn't have to be that fast to get to a far destination, ID3 is okay. Hello, ID3 rules. Does Google Maps work with the AR head-up display? No, it does not. It works in the instrument cluster, but doesn't work with... It works with the head-up display, but not with the. I say the way augmented. I always say augmented. It's augmented reality part, and it also doesn't work with the ID light. Darren, when is your live stream? It's true. Well, I don't know whether space is the different, but to me the ID looks more practical. I'm so tiny that I have to crawl into the boot to get my stuff out of a Model 3. That's true. Model 3, you sit very low. To get out of the car and in wasn't comfortable for me. I didn't like it. Is this live? Yes, I try to be live, but I'm far behind because the first 5 minutes nobody said anything, and now you're talking too much. I should do the thing where you can't say too much, huh? Hi Marcus, they're watching you. What's the best temperature for IC to get the best range? 20 degrees. When you don't need heat and you don't need air conditioning, then you have the best range. And the battery is warm. Bragging he passed an i3 while being passed by an ice golf. That's true, but he knew the road, and it was a GTI, and he drove like a maniac. I could have got him if I knew the road. IDC is liquid cooled, so this should keep degrading down, right? No idea. What I do is I charge a lot of DC, and with a high power and low state of charge. It's not good for the battery, but I don't own the car and I will give it back in 2.5 years, so I don't care. Can I make a video to see if you can cook an omelette using heat seat? Haha. Oh wait, you're vegan. There's a vegan omelette, it's no problem. Only from now on. Why is Chill's thing always blocked by YouTube and I have to put it free? Björn mentioned the big fat German in his sleeping ID3. Yeah, that was me. I don't wanna complain about Björn, but this sleeping in the car in winter, I'm sorry, I don't get it. And I didn't watch the last few videos with the ID3 and then with the e-tron, because why would you sleep in your car? I'm sorry. Maybe it's interesting to some people, or it's just entertainment, but I don't know. Yeah. If you did it back then, but right now sleeping in every car, I don't know. To listen to music while you leave your seat, just put the seatbelt on, or you just press the start engine button. It also works. Oh my god, that's too far away. Why don't you live stream after Chris? Some sort of after party for Patreons. That's true. I saw the price per kilowatt is very expensive on Ioniq charge. Ioniq? You mean Ionity? Do they have any discount card subscription to get lower price? If you have an ID3 or ID4, yes, you pay 50 cent, and if you pay 10 euros a month, you pay 30 cent per kilowatt hours. Wireless Wi-Fi works with S10 Plus, Android 10. Maybe it's only with Samsung's phones. That's possible. Can you just put the ID3 into drive and drive away, or do you need to press start and then drive away? Not sure from the specs how it works. Can you do everything from your phone? You cannot do everything with your phone. Right now the app just shows state of charge in kilometers, so range that you have, and you can start preheating and you can change your preheating schedule. What you don't need is to press the button. You get in the car, press on the brake, you can put in the gear and drive. That's very nice. What do you call Ioniq charge? Wireless Android. Oh, I'm up to date almost. Have you been abroad with your ID3? If yes, how far? No. I have not been outside this country. Not even in Austria. Or have I? No, I don't think so, because I got it in September. Since then, I have not been outside the country. I mean, when I was in Berchtesgaden 2 weeks ago, and I was up on the mountains, the road is going into Austria a bit and then back, if you consider that. Chris, really important questions. What do you think about people sleeping in their car? Haha. Who argues with Google Maps navigation woman? You mentioned something about a rumor. Yeah, that's true. I want to read the whole thing, and Marcus already said it. It's about the charging. So Polo, or what's his name is, he said that Volkswagen told him that soon, with a software update, so in the mid of this year, 130 kilowatts should be possible in ID3, and at the end of the year, 170. And I want to talk to my Volkswagen friend if this is true. And if he tells me, if I can say if this is true. So if I don't say anything, it's very possible it's true, but I'm not allowed to say. And if I say no, that means no, and you know. Got an office chair in my boot today. Cool. A rumor, is that about Xpeng paying Chris as well as Björn? Yes. What is a vegan omelette? You can have egg something, it's a powder, whatever. But why would I do that? Or did I swear? No, you didn't swear at all. You said fat German guy and it blocked it. I don't know why. Why is it not good to charge the full battery in the ID3? Because every battery, when you charge it full, there's so much energy in there that it destroys the battery a tiny, tiny bit. And so if you charge to 100% and let it just stand there for a long time and you do that over and over again, the battery will more degrade than if you just charge it to 80%. The best thing for daily use is between 20 and 80%. Always have that, not under and not over. Of course, when you go on a trip, you charge to 100% before, don't let it stand there for too long, and then you can drive it down to 10%, but don't let it stay there with 10% as long, again, for a long time. In the Nordic countries, people like to sleep in the car when visiting somewhere or camping. Really? Why exactly in a Nordic country where it's cold? I would understand it in Portugal when Marcus was doing it. Cars are for driving, hotel for sleeping when on a trip. Me too. If I can afford a 46,000 euro car, I can afford a 50 euro hotel for a night. Only if there's a big problem, I don't know, the car breaks down or whatever. Sleeping in your car with Wi-Fi at home. That's true. I would love to ask Björn all those questions, how much time he spends in cars, how much time at home, what days he doesn't drive, because it seems like he drives all the time. Is he ever home? Does he ever have I mean, he has to edit those videos too. I don't know. There, I need a toothpaste recommendation and suggestion, please. That's true. How long a battery lasts before change in the ID3? It should last for a very long time, unless you treat it very, very badly. But even then, it should be 10 years. Is there one? Did you subscribe Wi-Fi YouTube channel? Yeah, there is a YouTube channel from his wife, but I think she didn't post videos for a long time. The same as he didn't post any outside car videos, so road trip or anything, but how would he with not doing a road trip? Is Björn actually still married? His lifestyle is similar to lorry driver. Most places in Europe are in lockdown, so not a lot of chance to go anywhere at the moment. That's true. Why don't get a proper EV like Tesla 3 Performance? Because I don't need the power and I don't like how Tesla Model 3 is driving. I prefer Model S to that. But the steering wheel feel and the seating position is just not my thing. Damn, Chris didn't want to say what he really think of people sleeping in a car. Do you think the future of rapid charging is RFID or app-based, or will it just be contactless tap and pay? The future of charging will be plug and play. In the car, you say how you want to pay, credit card, bank account, I don't know. You plug in the car, the charger knows what car it is and tells the car you have charged 50 kilowatt hours. It costs 30 cents per kilowatt hour, and then once a month you get billed. This is the future that like Tesla is doing for the last 10 years. But Tesla has it easy. It's just one manufacturer. It can build the car and the chargers the way they want it. If Tesla would ever open their chargers to other brands, then they have the same problem. You have to get all different EVs. I mean, how many are there? 100 different EVs, and all have to work the same way on the same charger and have to work with the same protocol and everything. I understand sleeping in a van equipped for camping, but who sleeps in a small regular car? Well, Björn does. Android 11 will give almost every phone wireless Android Auto. Is the tour of all the fast chargers in Germany with an ID finished by now? It was finished in the beginning of December. It started at the end of September till beginning of December. It was a bit over 2 months. They drove, what was it? How many kilometers did they drive? 24,000 kilometers or so, something like that. They went to 650 chargers. They didn't charge at all of them, but no. Mr. M, not everyone wants to own a Tesla. I, for one, don't. In Portugal, I would put a tent next to car. I always sleep better in tents than hotels. Cool. Björn must get bored of the same road trip every other day. I can understand that Björn would get bored of driving cars the whole time. I mean, he loves it. I love it too. But at some point, you're like, okay, I get it. But that's his job. So he had a period where he looked like he doesn't have a lot of fun doing his videos, but I think he's back on track right now. Have you ever thought of having a collaboration with Björn? Yes, I did. I don't know what videos I want to do with him, and I don't think he wants to do with me anything. But I contacted him on Facebook a few times about an interview maybe, but he didn't even write back. Is wheat vegan, by the way? I have no idea. In Norway, you're lucky if you get a hotel room for under 100 euros. Wow. No, Jill, it eats meat. Wheat. No, eat meat cream. What is this? Hair removal, keep it away from your junk. We need the EU to put its big boots on and force EV makers, charging companies to work together and install standard like they did on the phone chargers. That's true. That would be amazing. And it will come, especially when a company like Volkswagen, the biggest car manufacturer in the world, is doing only electric cars, has a big influence on politicians and EU, and then other car companies are following, and then everything is following, and then stuff happens, I'm pretty sure. With an ID3 on a supercharger, there's a problem that you block 2 stalls because the charge port is on the wrong side. That's good. Chris, what mileage do you think 80% charge should achieve? It depends how you drive. For me, it's what I just said, 200 something kilometers. But you have to think, I preheat the car at home with either with the granny charger or not being plugged in, and then when I drive, the car is preheating the battery because I see it in the morning with -degrees. When I drive, I see that I have a tiny bit of power limit and a tiny bit of regen limit because the battery is cold, and it heats up the battery till everything is there. And then I'm at work, it cools down again, and then I do the same thing again, and then heating the cabin, of course, as well. And we have the dogs in there, and I have my wife in there. They all want it warm, so 24 degrees or 23.5, but usually 24. So I have consumption of 24, 25 kilowatt hours per 100 kilometers, and that's at full battery, 200 something kilometers. So 200 for me. If you do more long trips, so not, oh, cat. If you don't do short trips, then, hey, Finnegans. So I think that the heating of the battery doesn't influence your average consumption too much, then you would have more. But if you do highway, then, so if I would do my trip all on the highway too, so I drive 130, then I would have 100 kilometers of range or something, because it needs so much. Are there a lot of ID3s in the neighborhood, or are you the only one? I'm the only one around here. Sometimes when I go home from work, I see another white one, and I was totally somewhere else and saw it, and but I should have flashed. It was a woman. That would have been fun. Damn, Chris is catching up. Yeah, I'm sorry. Björn seems to enjoy it more lately. That's true. What would the video be called? Björn meets Chris? Yeah. Say something. He's gonna close stream. Yeah, if I'm up here, then we're ending the stream. A video with Björn would be great. Of course it would be great, but he's not a big collaborator. Now he's doing it with a different Chris. I think he's just looking, and I understand that, he's living off that. Does it benefit me if I do that? Do I get viewers from this guy? So if I would have 100,000 subscribers in Germany or something, or in a different region that are not subscribed to him, I'm pretty sure he would want to do that. Otherwise, he just couldn't care less. And I understand that money or living off that, cat wants out, living off his YouTube channel is a big part, and he's spending a lot of time with cars and testing them. He cannot waste time on something that doesn't benefit his channel. I get that. So I wouldn't also do not a video with someone that has 200 subscribers that I don't see a benefit in. If that guy has, or woman has a car that's interesting, it's totally different. But if it doesn't do anything for me, you see, that's why I did it with Darren. He had a Model 3. That was awesome. He didn't have a YouTube channel back then. Well, or not any videos. I also want Chris and Marcus, by the way. Yeah, that would be fun too, with two ID3s. We should meet when the whole thing is open again. Maybe we meet in Italy or something. What is the problem with having a credit card, debit card option at charging station? There's not a problem, it just costs money and they don't want to do it. And maybe it will come, but I think that plug and charge will come before that. It's just cheaper. Because for plug and charge, new cars have that implemented in the software and they only have to update the charging station also software. And then you put your credit card or debit card in the car. If you want the debit card on the charger, all the chargers need something that can read a credit card and have to be connected with the credit card institute and everything. It just costs more. Chris remarks, it sounds nice. Have other ID3 drivers experienced the cold getting Björn has been having? I have been getting this all the time when the car will not charge faster than 35 kilowatt. I know Björn is making the cold gate thing a very big thing. And now, and back then I thought, oh, that's weird and I don't like this. But now that I drive an EV for a while and I know a few, cold gating is normal. It's just normal physics that a cold battery cannot charge as fast as a warm battery. The problem is, and that's the only thing where Tesla has a big advantage here, when you have a Tesla outside in the cold, and then you go 2 minutes to a fast charger, you're also cold gating for a bit, because then the car thinks, hey, I'm charging, let's heat up the battery to get faster speed. It takes a bit till the battery is warm. I mean, the battery weighs 600 kilos or more. It has to be heated up. It takes some time. And all the others, EVs, they don't heat up with charging. Even the ID3 right now, it should do it, but I haven't seen it yet. But what Model 3 has, which is amazing, is of course navigating to a charger, and then it's preheating the battery when you are at the charger, so you get the fast speed. And this is great and amazing for a long trip. If you do a short trip, it's all about, do I want is it important to me to use energy, so to have a higher consumption, then I can charge faster or not. But cold gating is not a gate thing. So Watergate, whatever, Replicate and so on. Replicate is a problem. That's just manufacturer not working right. They haven't planned it wrong. But cold gating is normal physics. The battery is cold and it cannot be heated all the time. Without using a car, it would be wasteful. And so what I think the ID3 needs is a button. I think the ID3s need a button that it says heat up battery. I press it and it tells me it takes 40 minutes or I don't know how long till the battery has the temperature to have the best charging speed. This is what I would love. And then it should tell me battery temperature right now is 12 degrees, 15, 20. That would be amazing. And if I don't want that, I do not turn it on and stuff, or even maybe via the app. And Model 3 can do that. Model 3, when you preheat, it also shows the battery symbol that it's preheating the battery, and that is awesome. Do you feel way too fast? Now I'm not catching up. Do you feel BMW are relying too much on ICE cars? They seem to be way ahead a few years ago with i3 and i8, but now they seem to have placed catch up with everyone else. Yes, I think so. iX3 is something like e-tron and Mercedes EQC that they did a few years ago. It will be a better EV than then. It will charge as fast or faster and have better technology, but I don't know. They could have done better. I heard you wrote to Chris about meeting, but he never answered. Marcus, is this a rumor? Serious point, I'm happy to see you so happy after your video on your channel being more than i3 only. Keep it up. I wasn't unhappy with the ID3. I just wanted, this was also not a video I did so the people are not mad at me or anything. I just know that for the last 4 months I basically mostly only did ID3 videos, and I'm trying to get other EVs, And I don't want to be a Volkswagen channel. That's why I made that video. So people know there will be stuff coming at some point. I just try to. Today I wrote Seat this week about the Cupra Elborn, and it told me that the car will come at the end of the year. And I wrote BMW for an i3. I wrote what I said, Neo. It didn't reply, and other things. Oh, I have a call with iWays this week at some point to call them, even though I'm totally busy. Off for roast. Björn is quite cookie nowadays compared to like 2 years ago videos. Cocky. Huh. Yeah, Jill always says that he's very mean in his live stream. I don't watch his live streams too long. Sarah ID3 a few days ago at Aldi in Passau. Cool! R07. Yeah, but I was in the car, pretty sure. You could have seen me. I charged a few times. I charged in the morning at 7 and then in the afternoon again. And then at some day, what was it, Thursday, I charged in the evening. When are you gonna post a new video? I don't have any videos now in the back. I will have to film them first. I don't think there will be a new video this week. I'm sorry. Not if you flashed. Flashing woman is a crime, I think. What do you think of the Ioniq 5? It looks like it's a good replacement for Model 3 Standard Range Plus. I don't think it's a replacement. Ioniq 5 would be a great car. Chris Björn Bromance. Don't flash ladies, Chris. That's just so wrong. I saw 4 ID3s, 2 in dealerships and Modis, 1 as well. Cool. Björn's channel is great and his level of detailed analysis is great, but I don't think he's a people person. He prefers to work alone and not get too many questions from followers. But when you do a live stream, I think it's boring if you don't have... I love the live streams to have people we talk about something. Chris is wearing a robe. He is. Hey, Jill died laughing. One day Björn will figure out we talk about him here. That's okay. He can take this. I'm pretty sure he's a grown man, and we're not saying he's doing something wrong or is stupid or anything. We're just talking about normal things. What do you think about the sound quality in the ID3? We only had that questions. I think it's great. Marcus and Inigo think it's crap. It's difficult to be a person with thousands of people wanting your attention. Well, but you can navigate that very well. So if you don't read the comments, when you have too many comments, you just don't read it. If you are not on Facebook and if you don't do live streams, then you don't have to connect with too many people. What's under the rope? My home suit almost. Italy meetup, cool. Björn wants to go to Spain. Okay, there will be Björn too. Chris obviously chill. Not in the channel. Björn's channel is great. Either way, he provides a lot of good information, which is interesting. That's totally correct. Coke gating brings Björn's lots of views, therefore he likes talking about it. I don't know if it's about that. What I don't like is the whole gating thing. Everything has to be gate. Watergate, Replicate, this gate, Dieselgate, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Everything always has to be hyped. I'm not a fan of this. What do you think about the Charge Map card? I want to use it when I will have my ID3. Charge Map is an amazing app to see where there are chargers. It's really good. And people leave comments, the charger doesn't work, or that's great, or whatever. That's good, but the Charge Map card is pretty expensive. In Germany at least, or where I wanted to charge. Mercedes EQC was actually the first EV that had battery preheating when navigating to charging station. Cool. The blood's on. Hello. Good evening. Yes, please a button. Yeah. Thank you for confirming that I was worried it was just my car. I was at an Ionity with 2 other ID3 that were charging normally. It's all about temperature. If you go on the highway, drive 130, 140, and then after 150 kilometers, like a normal road trip, you get to an Ionity charger, you will get the 100 kilowatt when you are under 15%. If you pay for charging operators based on per minute pricing, then cold gating means money. That's true, but again, it's physics. And in Germany, paying per minute is not allowed. It has to be kilowatt hours now, because it's against the law. BMW and Nissan were way ahead, but disappointed. Let's hope Renault, Hyundai, Kia won't do the same. I don't think so. Hyundai will go forward. Kia will be a bit behind. Renault, I'm not sure yet. Björn, also don't get a Taycan for testing. I thought he drove every Taycan there is. I never got one. Are you looking at solar battery systems to go alongside your ID3? No, because I'm renting this house. I'm not allowed to put solar on there and I wouldn't have the money. So to build up the solar and a battery would make sense if I would have this house for many years, but I have no idea how long I will stay here. No plans to move anywhere, but still. He's not always, but sometimes he's mean towards certain people on chat. Just to you? Fiat 500 would be great. What's a milk? Stern. What happened when you overcharge an EV, and what happened when you don't using an EV car over a month or a year? Is it going to break? How would you overcharge? At 100% charging stops. You can't overcharge. You can charge to 100% all the time. That's not good for the battery, and then it degrades. So after doing this for years, you don't have the full capacity. It will go slowly down and down. If you don't use an EV for a month, it depends on the EV, but it should be fine. The worst that can happen is that the 12-volt battery is draining, or that your state of charge goes down more and more. If you do that for a year and you have the state of charge very low in the beginning, the battery will get emptier and emptier over a month, and then when it's completely empty and maybe too empty, that can cause a problem to the battery. But why would you do that? Björn don't talk as much with his community in live stream, except when you trigger him or send him donation. Yeah, but I watch, for example, I watch Linus Tech Tips, and I watched a live stream where he built a computer the other day, where he did the amazing roll. I don't know if anyone's seen that. He did a roll and he was caught on a network cable. It was amazing. And I love Linus. He's very genuine. And he talks about this, about money and about his business and everything, and top notch. And they do the live stream. He rarely reads any chats, but at the end of the live stream, he usually only reads the super chats, so donations and everything. Bathroom gate, antenna gate, band gate, grab rave, home suit gate. Well, Chris, drama brings views. That's true, but remember my car died? But it's true, it died. It wasn't drama. Yeah, it was drama. That's true. Yeah, I'm thinking of something else, that I wrote something to get more clicks, and maybe it was pushing it a little bit. I can't imagine his latest video on ID3 cold getting successful in Tesla's community. That's true. How is Tesla brand perceived by Germans? Will Tesla production in Germany change perception? Yes, and I'm a bit ashamed of that. I see it that the sales of EVs got amazingly high with Volkswagen bringing out the ID3 because it's a German EV, and I'm not very happy. Yes, German brand means better quality or whatever, but the Germans are buying German cars. Yes, I did that, but I didn't buy it because it's a German car. It helps me to get in contact with the car maker, with Volkswagen, because they're in Germany. I'm not far away. This helps, but I didn't buy it because it was German. I bought it mainly because it was a hatchback. I wanted a hatchback like the Renault Zoe, but feel big and good battery. That's it. Would you never consider quitting your job and doing videos full time? It would be great to see even more content on here. I am considering this, of course, but I'm not doing this for a while, because first I have to earn really good money here on YouTube. I'm earning well. Don't get me wrong. Before September, before I had the ID3, I earned okay. So I was surprised how much you can earn with YouTube. With the ID3, it's amazing. But of course, ID3, what you can do with ID3 videos is going down. And now other cars have to follow in those footsteps, so I can keep the revenue up. But right now, it's still only a third, maybe even a fourth, so 25% of what I would need that at the end of the month, with taxes, with health insurance that I then have to pay by myself. Right now, my employee pays half of my benefits, everything, health insurance, unemployment insurance, and all of this, and you know, pension. And so to earn the same that I'm earning now. And right now it's a bit, what I'm thinking of is that maybe if this goes on, that in next year, so this year around summer, that I maybe try to lower my work hours at work. So maybe have one day more free on the Friday or something, so we can concentrate more on cars. And then, you know, we see where it's going, and maybe then another day, or find a different work and maybe do that. But only if it really works. We'll see. It's not that I have to do that. We should do crowdsourcing to get dollars to give to Björn for him to be interviewed by Chris. No, don't do that. Then it's all weird. Chris Videogate, biggest scandal of this channel. That's true. Tesla Burn just likes to play with his Teslicles. The Taycan from the past was from a follower, not a press car. Yeah, but again, a follower also doesn't give me a Taycan. Xpengate. Sorry, Mug is nothing. Stern is my son. He's trolling. He has to go to bed now. It's good. I got stung by Garden Gate. I got stuck and couldn't get out. Oh my god. Hit the like button, please. We have 79 likes. That's okay. I don't do that anymore. Who cares? You press like if you want to. If not, then not. I also don't look at the videos, how many likes and dislikes I have. Can change it anyways. I do the videos I want to. But what I look, of course, is the views. So how many people have watched a video. And if I see this. But mostly I know. Most videos I know how much they will be viewed, if it's something interesting, something new, or if it's will be okay, we've seen that before, or it's just something that I know it's not that interesting. The only thing that surprised me is the ID4, ID3 augmented reality head-up display video. And Jill told me that the last time, that it has so many views. It's now at over 80,000. I didn't get that at all. I had no idea. Why do I get a Facebook message? Did someone just try to go to my Facebook? Because you saw it here? You saw my name and then you tried to get in? Nah. What did I say? I just now totally forgot. Help me. I'm very bad at this. What was I talking about? I wanted to show you something. Help me. Come on. What did I want to show you? The views of that video. Thank you. 82,000K. Yeah, that's totally weird to me that this happened. And I see, you can see in the video that it's being watched by people from Poland. So there's a site in Poland, and 28% of the views of the 80,000 views are from not 28% of all outside views that are not subscribers. So it is augmented. I always, what did I say? Argumented with the R. Is it augmented or augmented? Augmented. Yeah. No. I'm bad. But and the site is vrc.net.pl. So something in Poland, a news site or whatever. Really weird. Where are we? Hit the like button, please. What do you think about French EV cars? Yeah, I tested the Renault Zoe ZE50. Awesome car. I heard that some people were worried about the possibility that the interior could start rattling at some point. Did you notice anything annoying, or is the car still quiet from inside? I haven't noticed anything. It's still amazing. What I have sometimes is that the armrest starts a bit squeaking. I had this from the first week, but all you have to do is put it one time up and down. It's not very often, and then it's gone. Rich man, that's true. You can buy ice cream. I can do. What's your opinion on Toyota solid-state battery about a super fast charge? Is it possible? Still, I'm not a physician. No, not physician. You know, physics. You know, I'm bad. I have no idea if that's possible. And even if they are, if it's working, till it's in cars, that will take many years. You definitely knew a head-up display video would be almost popular video. Yeah, it's totally weird. I mean, still my dead video is the first. Where is it? It's at 97,500 views. That's awesome, of course. Some Kurva, isn't that Czechoslovakian for prostitute? Where are we? So many good EVs coming this year. EQA, EQB, Mach-e, Q4, ID4, Ioniq 5. Yeah, a lot of coming. I don't care about all the SUVs in that list. So Q4, EQA, EQB, I couldn't care less. But I'm scared that Ioniq 5 will also be more SUV-like. Drama and head-up display. Should make a video combining both. Millions of views. Facebook Gate is a big deal. It's going to be every new model from every OEM. We'll see. I don't need it, I have to say. I would turn it off. It would annoy the crap out of me if I'm just driving, if I go to work or whatever. If I use the navigation, maybe. But otherwise... So what is it? Augmented or augmented? When can you drive Matthias EQA revealed in a few days? So since it's revealed in a few days, it will be a long time. I'm getting the EQC in end of March. I won't be in the first. Photostorm Sun is posting again. Can you? Will you say Photostorm? He has to bring you to bed, or what was it? Augmented. Okay. Maybe we should find an article linking to the video. Maybe something interesting. I saw the article. It's just a Polish text about the head-up display and then my video. But maybe this is what they need. Is loud Chinese? This is great stuff. Informative yet entertaining. I hope so. Chris, any update of charging curve for ID3? Would love to see a bit of improving on DC, also a bit of improving for AC charging speed to 22 kilowatt. 22 kilowatt will never come. I say that now for ID3, never. Never. It's just because AC charging, you need a component in the car that can withstand more power and it costs more. And if it's not necessary, so unless there's a demand, so everybody says it has to be 22 kilowatt, but it also doesn't make sense. When you can charge DC very fast, then for long distance drive, you use DC and at home use AC. And if in 5 hours standing at home is not enough charging to get from empty battery to full, like in the ID3 with 11 kilowatt, physicist, thank you, I'm horrible. Then 22 kilowatt will not come in any ID cars. I don't think so. Unless, again, it's the normal things now. And improving with DC, again, there's the rumor that there will be an update to 130 and in the end of the year 170 kilowatt. I will ask Volkswagen about that, if this is true and if they can confirm that. Are you growing almost 1K per month, 20K by end of year for sure? Chris, you speak Czech? No, but I know that word because I had a Czech tennis teacher when I was young, and that's the word he told me. So it means whore, or maybe it was a nicer word, so more a prostitute. I don't know. What do you think about the Mustang Mach-e? Did you see it in Germany? I think it's a great car. I'm interested in it. I asked Mustang about seeing it or being at a presentation or anything, and they just said. Blah, 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 no, not now, and press cars will come sometimes, so no. Do you believe Pizzagate, Chris? What was the Pizzagate thing? That all pizza places have children kept in the basement. No, I don't believe that. I'm not big in conspiracy theories. Some things just happened and not everything has to be a conspiracy. I'm sure there is stuff that's hidden from people, but not everything. Oh my god, yes, we can call her like that in Czech and Slovak. It's Polish, you mentioned PL. Ah, so it means something different in Polish? Kona is Norwegian for wife. Yeah, I heard that from Björn. Sorry, Polish too. I think once you get to 50k subscribers, then it will be good financially and you're obtaining cars. I think so too. I think even 20,000 would help a lot. Yeah. Kona is banned in Portugal. It's called Kaua here. Cool. But why? What does Kona stand for in Portugal? Should buy a Kona to wifey. Yeah. What's the best color for the ID3? Well, you have to decide. Mine is white. Marcus wants the turquoise, and Inigo wants the dark gray. Right? Where does Volkswagen get its lithium from? I have no idea. You have to check with them. No idea. Here, car. Darren, ask EV Journey what Kona means. Yeah. Kona with a C is Portuguese for vagina, so the car was renamed. Oh my god. YouTube blocks a comment because it says vagina in it. What the hell? Oh, you follow Photostorm? No, I did not follow Photostorm. I have no idea that he has a channel or anything. I don't get why your wife doesn't like the ID3 anymore, Marcus. She likes French cars. Not EVs though, or does she? God, that's good. Chris plays tennis, learning every live stream. No, I play tennis, not anymore. My parents were big in tennis, my brother too. And when I was a kid, yes, he blocked it again, Jill. Vagina. When I was a kid, till I was like 18, I think, or 17, I played tennis all the time. I liked it a lot, and then I was in tournaments and stuff, and then I didn't like it anymore. I don't play tennis anymore at all. But if you give me a racket, so squash, badminton, ping pong maybe not that much. I'm pretty good at that. I can play a bit. Squash is fun sometimes. I would like to play it, but it's too expensive, and I don't know anyone who will play with me. What do you think about the e-Golf compared to the ID3? It's a completely different car. E-Golf has lower range, still a fossil car changed into electric, has way more buttons, so it has its advantages, because no buttons like the ID3 is not always better, but it has overheating problem with the battery in the summer, so it charges pretty slow when it overheats. It also can only charge with 40 kilowatt max. Range is, 300 kilometers. But WLTP range is less, 200 something. As you might change, you seem to love the cactus. Do you know Lucid Air brand, or what is your thought? I know of the brand, but it will be a very expensive, luxury, powerful car. And in the States, so I have no contact with them, and I don't know too much about it, sorry. No Quad Ladypod is more like so it is the C word, the Kona. Ooh, great, it worked, easy to get strikes. Marcus, so then you have a problem at home. Chris, I play squash. Cool, then we play squash when we meet up. We have to do that, chill. That's fun. I will kick your ass. I'm good. And I need my 20 minutes to get in, but then I do the short ones, the long ones, and the one in the back, and I'm good. I played for, I would say, a year every week with Schaukelstuhl. And then he snapped his foot, and he got a swollen foot, and then he stopped playing ever. Which Chinese made EV is the most exciting prospect in your opinion? I think NIO, because they made sports cars and now they're going into the normal cars. I think they can do it. Rebels inline hockey team, what married man does not have a problem at home? Ichon is French, is How many YouTube strikes till I get banned? I don't think I have to ban you. Should I ban you? See what happens? What messages you get? I would have to be you, Darren, wouldn't it? I play squash too. Well, not for the last year. That's true. Ichon is a way to say shit in French. You also got banned again. Another big seller in France, Caro. Yes, Seaward. Ooh, Marcus, tell me about. Let's play squash together. I suck though. Oh, well, then we don't have to play. I'm not I cannot play a tournament, but I'm usually pretty good. What's the most common EV you have seen on the road? i3. I see i3s here in Germany everywhere. After that, it's Zoe, then e-Golf, then maybe a Model 3. Something like this. I caught up. What, you almost killed Stuhl? No, it wasn't me. He played with someone else. I thought it was an F word. Can't say that. But no ban when I say suck. No? No, no, no. Has to be a different word. Is it possible to use the cruise control only in the ID3 without lane assist and all the other stuff? You can use it without lane assist. You can turn off the lane assist, but you cannot turn off the adaptiveness, so the distance. I want that, only cruise control, but right now you can't do it, and I don't think they will change that either. Sad, but I think so. Can the ID3 lock itself, mirror fold, when you go away from the car automatically? I can find this option. No, it cannot. ID3 was designed with the keyless entry, and I have to say I like it. I didn't like it in the dick is blocked, Jill. In the beginning I thought so too. That's weird, but after a while it's nice to know that the car is really locked. So when you go away in other cars like the Zoe, you go away from the car, it locks itself, and I don't want to hear any honking that I know it's locked, but I want to make sure it's locked. And in the ID3, when you go close to the car, when it's locked, it unlocks. And now with the new software, you have to be closer. I love that. So when I go by the garage, it doesn't unlock. It recognizes the key, but it doesn't unlock. But when I open the garage door and I'm just 50 centimeters away, it unlocks. But to lock, you get out of the car with the key in your pocket, and then you touch just with your back of your hand or with something else the door handle, and it locks, and it works on not the back door handles, I think, but the front door handles both, and then it just locks. And right now, yes, if you have a lot of stuff in your hand, it could be annoying, but how often do you do that? But overall, it just, I know it's locked. I don't, with the Renault Zoe, I got away from the car, and then I was always checking, did it really lock? Did it work? Yeah. It's about what you want. Anyone here with a Renault Zoe, will it charge using the red Tesla destination charger? No, because Tesla has two different chargers as a destination charger. One only for Tesla and one for other cars. And the one for the other cars, it's 11 kilowatt charger, works with all EVs that have a Type 2. And as far as I know, in Europe, every EV has a Type 2. I think so. Ben, the costume designer. What about the... Yes, so finally both kids are in bed. Yeah, Forrestum did it. He replied a lot. The boys are getting a bit naughty here. Does Pornhub have live chat? If it does, we may have to move there with all these rude word bans here. Oh god. But Pornhub wasn't blocked. That's real. It's interesting. Curious to know which word got blocked. Testicles. Now, Jill, you won't join my club. Do you want to get rid of all the women here? Don't you? God. None of the words are getting banned for me. If I was offended by words, I would keeping off the internet though. You have to touch the car to lock it? How old-fashioned. No, I like it. I'm sorry. I like it more than just going away and it locks itself. I'm sorry. Because so many times I have the car in my pocket and I get just out to the charger or just get to the garage or whatever, and it locks, and I go close and it unlocks again, or my wife is on the other side and I go 5 meters away, it locks, but she's there, and no, I again, in the beginning I was disappointed, but now I like it more. The same, by the way. Well, not the same, but with the turning circle. When I got the ID3, yes, I knew turning circle is like the up, and it's amazing. But I thought, why do I need it? Who cares? But I use it every day at work to turn around right in the parking lot, and it's amazing. I love it. Where are we? Okay, shut up for 5 seconds. Volkswagen for life? No. Sorry. I will drive the ID3 now and we'll get another car. And if Volkswagen makes another great car, I will get a Volkswagen. If not, I get something else. I'm not choosing teams at all. Come on, Chris, you should do a test of Tesla 3 or Tesla Y 2. Yes, I would love to do that. I'm just not getting cars from Tesla. Tesla is not giving out test cars. I asked them a lot when the Model 3 standard range came here, and it just said you can have a test drive here at a dealership for an hour or 45 minutes. New dogs are great on the market. I'm meaning 2021 Tesla cars. I would love to test the new Model 3 with the heat pump and everything. The thing is, there is no press department at Tesla anymore. So when you want to complain or when you want to get in contact with someone or say something great, I talked to Next Move about this, and they said that they don't have anyone to get in contact with if there is something. If they want to bring out a video and talk to them about it, they can't. Just not possible anymore. He told me many stories about Tesla. He's a Tesla fan. So Stefan from Next Move, he has Teslas and he loves Teslas and he knows Model 3 is a great car. But he says the company, when it comes to contact with them or with how they treat customers, some customers that have problems, yikes. So yeah, I'm back. What did I miss? Nothing. When are you opening OnlyFans? I thought when we have 100 Patreons, we do live stream with only Patreons. How about that? Sometimes it would be great to have a battery life channel there. What is it? Oh, is OnlyFans a special thing? What is that? Explain to me. What is OnlyFans? I'll look it up. 18 plus daily content. So is this sex crap? What is that? Ah, okay. That's something different than I thought. Okay. I borrowed a Tesla Shuku charger from a friend, as in Sweden the ID3 don't come with one. It didn't work. I think I can still try until I get my home wallbox charger installed. Huh. That's weird that it didn't work. You have the car in your pocket, Chris. No, I have it here on the desk. This one? Oh, you mean the key. I like comfort mode button. Okay. Is the ID3 cheaper when it comes to maintenance compared to your former car? Maybe with maintenance, because my former car was very old and the ID3 is new, but when it comes to cost overall for the car, ID3 is way more expensive. It's a new car and I'm charging at home and I drive way faster and I drive way more. I drove 12,800 kilometers in 4 months. And with the old car, I drove 15,000 a year. So the old car was way cheaper. What are the best optional extras on the ID3? Get the keyless entry, get the matrix LED headlights, it's a must. Get 2-zone climate, also a must. What else? 19-inch wheels, they look awesome. 20-inch wheels look a bit too big, 18-inch look too small, my opinion. Their battery life would have to test other battery-operated products, not just EVs. USA isn't getting a heat pump for the ID4. I'm skeptical on buying it without one. What's your opinion? Really? Why is it not getting a heat pump? I had no idea. Again, heat pump is just if you have to pay extra for it, it's luxury to have a bit. Well, not a bit, it depends on the car, to have more range in the winter. If you don't need more range in the winter, it still has less than in summer. If you're okay with having 250 kilometers of range in the winter with the ID4 with the big battery, then you don't need a heat pump. YouTube is blocking some really weird words. You should get a block for Volkswagen for life. That's true. Can you borrow mine for a day or two in the summer? You can borrow mine. Yeah, but I want to drive a lot. Are you sure you want to do that? I will drive a lot. And where would you stay for those 2 days? Come on, Shul, get creative. Creative with banned words. No, no, no. The only one who should get blocked there. What is OnlyFans? Stop watching a hentai again, Chris. That's true. Clear history. I don't know what that was. Who's Kira Cantina? Should Chris Google? Best not. Heat seater. Yeah, that's me. Can you suggest me a good EV at 16,000 pounds, please? E-up? Electric seater. I think you should go the other way. Don't go with money and what EV. Go with what you need for driving. How much range? How many features do you want? And then look at the price. And if it's too much, then wait till the price goes down with the next EV. I would do it the other way. Electric seats, I love it. That's true. Electric seats are standard in the ID3. I don't think you can get an ID3 without seat heating in the front. By the way, I spotted heat seater in the Patreon video and commented on it. Really? I deleted that already. Okay, Marty, I'm sorry. You were the only one. Not electric heating, the adjustment of the seats. Ah, that's what you mean. I don't need it. I have to say, if it would be memory seats and my wife would drive a lot, then it would be interesting. Otherwise not. But what I notice, so bending and moving it forward or backwards is 10 times faster, not electric. The height of the seats takes horribly wrong in the ID3. You have seen the video with Cindy where she puts the seat up. It takes like 20 seconds. That's really annoying. But if you don't have to do that, just front and back and maybe tilting it, then I think electric seats takes way too long. It's just annoying. And again, if you don't have to adjust the seat, I don't have to do that a lot. Cindy drove once, when was it? 2 weeks ago. Not last week, the week before that. When we had the holiday. She drove on January 4th. There she drove, so she drove the third time with the car. Not because I don't let her, and not because she's afraid or something. You saw the video. She doesn't have to. And she doesn't want to. Why would she? Thank you for your answer. Anytime. I think this is the end. Why? Because we're doing this for... How long is it? Where does it say that? I thought it says it somewhere. How long? Oh, 2 hours. Yes, we should really... Today's chat was nice. So many nice questions. 130 people here. The biggest, I don't know, was 100 something. 150. 2,300 people were here. The chat frequency is 2. I don't know what that means. 2 a minute or whatever. I think was a great chat today. I liked it. Thank you very much. I was not feeling too well today. I'm a bit under the weather, but stressed and everything. And this helped a lot. Thank you. I'm staying near at Wernberg Koblitz for 7 days. Where is that? Isn't that... I know that. Isn't there a charger, an Ionity charger? I think I know that. Isn't that in the middle of Nuremberg and whatever? Wernberg Koblitz. Konrad Elektronik. Yeah, Weiden. Yeah, I knew it. I was right. Ooh, I'm good. What I don't need in my ID3 Max is a panorama roof. Yeah, I don't need that at all. Head-up display, also not necessary. It would have been nice to show people the head-up display for videos, but for myself, I don't need it. And the heat pump. Yeah, sleeping in your car, Darren. That's true. Dream Chaser. After figuring out what you need, you might have a look at used EVs. True. Also good. You could sleep in Straubing. I mostly charge at home. In lockdown, I have only used Ionity twice. Very impressed. 14% to 80%, 29 minutes. Please ask Volkswagen to extend their free £500 of Ionity charging to 18 months. I'm pretty sure they will do something extending or putting something on top because of the software problems the ID3 had and because of lockdown and the whole Corona crap. I'm pretty sure they're doing something with bubble bed. Oh my god. Thanks when it post the next video. Thanks when did you post the next video? I had a video planned to do today. I wanted to do two. I wanted to do one with all my equipment, not so interesting, and I wanted to do the video 5 things I hate about my ID3, but I was too lazy to go out today. Again, I was feeling a bit under the weather and a bit stressed about this week at work, so I didn't do it. So this week will be no video. Maybe I'll make the video, I don't know, next Saturday or something, and then you get it next week, something around that. Darren, will you need a passport or visa now? Yeah, this was great. Sweet, thanks Chris, keep up the good work. It's true, Marty. Don't need a visa, Marty, just a green card. Yes, he's sleeping next to an energy charger in his car like a hobo. Pan roof is a must. Some people like it, some people don't. I don't like it. I don't need it. I don't want that much glass, and I don't. If you're sitting in the back seats, I can understand to look up, but as a driver, I don't need it at all. Good for 89 days. Hi, this live was nice. I'm subscribing. Thank you. Not live, but live. Thank you, Frank. Frank Hort. Welcome to the club, Frank. That's true. You should join the Patreon club too. We're having a lot of fun. Yeah, I should mention my Patreon more, not just with the thing, because we're really having a lot of fun there. It's a little nice group, getting updates almost daily, private stuff, and first look at videos. And people influence me with the videos. You have seen it with Inigo. He's just listening, but he's here. Huh? What do Volkswagen need to improve for i3 Mark II? It's too early for that. We'll see how they improve the ID3 with software in the future. I think there should be a lane assist button where I can turn off the lane assist, because I hate it and I have to go into a menu. I want a button. There's other stuff. I made a suggestion improvement video about the ID3. You can watch that for that. People here are very nice. Quite unusual, actually. Because I'm nice. No, it's not because of me. It's just lucky. They can give us 170 kilowatt charging for free. Yeah. Ooh, who was blocked? Because he wrote F.K. Oh my god. And Jill, subscribe people, don't forget. What? Jill got blocked again for saying subscribe people, don't forget. Why? Huh, that's interesting. You need a custom designer for your next video, Chris. Why? This is perfect. And by the way, I forgot to talk about this. Remember in the summer when I was filming a few charging sessions at Ionity and it was too bright and then you can't see the screen with the camera? So this is a third light. I have a light up here and a light here, and this will be a third light. I got it in a package of eBay for 19 euros, all 3. Extremely cheap, and they're fine. They're horrible quality, but they're just fine. And I'm using this one. I cut off the cable in the back because I don't need it, and I will then cut something in here and put my camera stand underneath. I just need something to make it longer because there's always the grip to tilt it. And I'm already ordered something that I can put it in here, and then I cut here a hole in here, and then I put this right on the charger, and then it blocks out the sun, and I can see the charging screen, so I can film the charging screen in the summer with high brightness, because that's didn't work that well this year, and I want to change that. Where was I? Make it 10 things. Subscribe people, don't forget, can you try drifting video? Well, it snowed a bit and I was driving home and it drifts. I think that the video will be pretty boring because I will drive, and then when you go into the corner, give it the beans, it spins a bit, but then you get ESP kicking in and then it stops, so you can drift. But how many times can I do that? It's just, I can explain that even with regen it will do spinning in the corner. Make it 10 things. Is there any chance that the ID3 could be a charging monster like the Audi e-tron? This all depends how Volkswagen is reviewing the used batteries right now and see if it's okay to do. Jill is an unemployed costume designer. Yeah, we know what shoes Cindy wears. Yes, they know. They saw the shoes that Cindy bought. And she's probably sending them back, not how they look like. She said they're a bit heavy and loud. He already has his bathrobe. Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, I knew it. Inigo is always here. Yes, longer drone footage, please. Oh god. Yes, Darren, my stupid boss fired me because didn't want to wear a dirndl. Kilowatt hours per hour. Yes, I know a lot of people are mad about this. I'm sorry, I'm not, because I know that from the e-Golf. The e-Golf showed that too, and I'm okay with it. Yes, physically, no, again, physics, you know what I mean. I still can say it, I have to look it up again. It doesn't make any sense, it would just be kilowatt, but what they're trying to say is that in 1 hour you use that many kilowatt hours, so you have it for your battery. You know your battery has 58 kilowatt hours, something like this. Have you defrosted your freezer yet? No, I have not. I should do that for the last 2 years and always too lazy, because the freezer is connected to the fridge and then I have to put everything out of the freezer, turn it off and let it open or put heat in there somehow, but I haven't. No, I should do it. Cindy says that all the time too. The boss is always right, Jill. Did I subscribe people? Again, you've been blocked for saying you say subscribe. Maybe subscribe is something bad? You forgot the B? Huh. Who does the blocking? So YouTube does it itself. When they see a word, then I have to say block or show. Jill is being automatically blocked, yes. What do you think about the ID3 autopilot compared to Tesla? You have to ask, where are we? God, you're doing a lot. You have to ask Marcus EV Journey here. He made a video about that. ID3 Travel Assist is not at the level that autopilot of Tesla is. For me, I don't need both. I don't want both. Autopilot is not an autopilot. You cannot just sit back and the car drives you somewhere. You still have to be on the steering wheel, and it still is faulty at some things because it's not easy to do. And if I have to look over a system that looks over to drive, I find it more annoying than driving myself, unless I'm a YouTuber creating content and I have to film something and I want the car just to stay stable in the middle for 20 seconds. But as for that, I can see that, or get a water bottle somewhere or something, which you aren't allowed to do using autopilot and not looking at the road. That's not what you should do. But other than that, Google is reading Jill's mind, so it's auto blocking. Oh no, I got blocked. After Trump, I'm now getting censored by tech companies. Yeah, Jill has replaced UK Tiki. You mean something you say is removed? No, it just says I can show you. Where can I do that? Here. No, it's the wrong one. Oh no, I can't show you. How can I show you? Don't have the screen in there, sorry. Yeah, more drone footage while moving. Yeah, I would love to do that, but then someone else has to drive and I don't get Cindy for an afternoon to say, please drive a bit and I film you. She would be like, I don't want to drive, do it yourself. Didn't get banned but blocked. Read your IP address, Jill. Maybe, weird. Come at me, Google. Try again with VPN. And you got blocked again. This is the subscribe. What does the subscribe mean? Is the ID3 a turning head when you drive it? Not really. In the beginning, the first week, yes, but now, not really. Even though I don't see too much. They were for Cindy and not Chris. Cindy, you write with a C. I like US news footage. Lots of violence goes uncensored, but beeps are all over the place. Yeah, it's amazing. Did Inigo said something about Cindy's shoes and she got mad, but doesn't want to say it? Yeah. Yeah, gotta go. Bye all. Stay safe. Bye, Marty. If all the people are watching the stream became Patreons, how would you spend that income to improve the channel? It would be 130 people more. I cannot stop my full-time job. It all depends. Patreons can decide themselves how much money they give every month. And if you take €1, then I get 130 euros more. That's not too much to change anything. But if everyone gives me 20 euros, that's 2,600 euros, then I stop my work. Oh God, I think the highest is €10. I don't know who it is. I'm sorry. I don't know who is giving me how much money. I got €100 donation uh, last week or 2 weeks ago. And I'm not saying by whom, that's not nice, but he asked me if I would want to go to Hamburg for the Volvo test, but I still canceled it. I'm not going to Hamburg for that media drive with the Volvo XC40 Recharge, and I told him that, and I said I can give him the money back, but he said no, you can keep it. Okay. Good night, Marty. Night shift. All the block me because of bad English. Imagine people with dyslexia getting blocked all the time then. Is ID3 good as a first car, as a beginner's car? Yes, it is. It does everything for you. When the software is done, I would still wait a bit. Joe, he spent all his Patreon money on ice cream. That's true. Probably depends on what you need. What do you think about Xpeng P7? I'm waiting it to come to Europe. I don't know too much about it except for what Björn did. I wasn't interested too much in the car because it was SUV-like, and I'm then not too woohoo. Last night I had a weird nightmare about not being able to reach the ID3 pedals. Would be a terrible choice if that were the case. That's true. Volkswagen Audi obsessed with dark roof lining. If they used light colors or silver roof liner, it would be more pleasant for passengers in the rear of ID3. Little sense panoramic glass roof adds weight. I have no problem with the inside of it. My wife can drive an ID3 easily. She doesn't have a proper driving license yet, so my answer is of course ID3 is so easy to drive. I think so too. YouTube might block bots asking for subs. That's true. But if he says the wrong thing, he always said subscribe, not subscribe. Huh. Well, no need to say Horm, it's rich, obviously. No, it wasn't rich. It wasn't rich. Cheers, Colin, for referral. Who did a referral? Cool. Chris, actually, did you get the info of solar panels on a roof of Ioniq 5? It could be good for ID3 facelift costs. What do you think about it? I think it's crap. I'm sorry. But solar panels on a car, unless if they're only on the roof, it's almost nothing. I mean, look at the Sono Motor Xeon. It has solar panels all over the car, so even on the side. And they say at the perfect day when the car is outside, you get 35 kilometers of range more, or 30, I can't remember. But that means 30 kilometers more. It also means WLTP range, so you drove really slowly. So on a normal day, and when you drive normally, it's maybe 10 kilometers more, or even 5. And if it's just on the roof, it's even less. So I don't see the benefit. I'm sorry. If it does anything with the structure, with weight, or makes it more complex or more expensive, I don't see it. I don't see the benefit too much, unless they get different solar panels. They get more energy into the car at some point. Then maybe. You never know these days what different words could mean. I googled with a chocolate vanilla swirl looks like. In the first page there was a link to Urban Dictionary about that word. Oh my god. 2 more likes for 100. It's true. No, here it says 97. 3 more likes. I am not a bot, just a bit of a troll. Yeah, you always troll Björn. The poor guy. Poor Björn. If you want to live off YouTube, then you live off YouTube, then you need to test every car and not avoid SUVs. I will test SUVs, don't worry, I just don't like it. And I don't have the plan to live off YouTube, I'm just thinking about it. But, of course. And I want to drive the Volvo, I just don't want to go to Hamburg for it. We know you're not a bot, chill. If you need to eat soon, don't check that. Oh god. Was Darren then if not rich? No, it wasn't Darren either. Chris, you should Google cream pie. I know what that is. Chris should Google so many things. What do you think of the idea of solar panels on a lorry or bus? They're a bit better because you have way more surface. That could mean a bit more. But again, maybe for the bus is also using, but it's standing around a lot. You have to think about that. It's not driving the whole time. Chris for Googling OnlyFans. I love so much. Thank you. I had no idea. It sounds more like OnlyFans, like it's a fan page. I didn't think it was something like that. Südafrika Klammer is great for solar in Portugal. So it's only a market thing from Hyundai. Yes, it's a marketing thing. And that's okay. Why not? Solar roof is a gimmick. It will charge so little. It's not worth it. The car is already outdated yet. Who are we talking about? The Sono motors? Yeah, I think so too, that it's already outdated. But the price is very good. Marcus, you have so nice place for living. That's true. The solar panels might keep your 12-volt battery happy though, even in winter. That would be true. If it does that, I'm okay with that. I can understand either why they don't bring sedans. Chris, why don't you test other cars than ID3? I really have feeling this is only an ID3 channel. No, it's only a Volkswagen channel, not just ID3. I think that's it for today. We've done this for 2 hours and 20 minutes. It's enough. That was fun. So many questions. I like that. Questions are nice, and if I have something to talk about, because I didn't have a real topic today, eh? That's why it only says, let's talk EV week 2. There was no topic. Yeah. We just stop. Nothing to say. You know the drill. Thank you much for watching. Have a great day and take care. Bye.